Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be another review for Bayview Entertainment. It's the Blu-ray that you chose for me to review this week. It's very vampire based. It's the film American Cannibals. Um, an amateur documentary crew try to try to make a name for themselves. They set out to do an expose on a modern day real vampires. When all of the footage comes up missing, they make one last ditch effort to hit their deadline and save their dreams. They may have bitten off more than they can chew. Part movie, part documentary, and real modern day vampires. This film's currently playing on Plex, the streaming app service, along with Screambox, Tubi, and I think Amazon Prime. Your best bet's probably Screambox and Tubi. I don't know much about Plex, but this film, don't go into it expecting it's gonna, because it says cannibals. It's really bloody. There's blood here and there, but there really wasn't like a big body count, if at all. There was, but it just nothing to where if you're looking for a big body count kind of film, this is totally not that. It's just about the lore of a vampire community. Just the idea, because there's a lot of communities out there that'll say they're vampires and they're really not, and they're just kind of, they think because they drink blood and whatnot that makes them a vampire, and it's just like a lot of, like, if you took Lost Boys and you kind of, like, they weren't vampires, they were just guys pretending to be vampires, or whatnot. But this film was very fast paced. It clocked in at about 78 minutes. It's directed by C.D. Ruiz III and John Rainwaters. Stars Donald Martin, Michael Vincent Miceli, and Masha Pichugina. I'm not sure how I pronounce that. If I butcher that, I apologize. But this is another good title that Bayview sent me over. Thanks, Peter, for all that you do for us YouTubers and content providers, or whatever you want to refer to us as. Very, very good film, but not on the level that I would say. I'd put it up there with like some of your better like vampire films, but it was definitely fast paced, and like it was a different take on that genre. This film was also made on a $12,000 budget, which was amazing in itself. That they, the look of the film, and just the actors were like doing top notch acting for such a small budget. Apparently, it has an official site on social media too that you can check out. I don't know if it goes under the name American Cannibals. This film came out on February 1st, 2021, and I guess it first got its debut in the United States. And a lot of its filming locations were done in and around Denver, Colorado, under the production companies of Silver Gear Productions, Rainwaters Inc., and Dead Crow Films. And then I looked into this too, this Vipco name. Apparently, it is a UK based company, and apparently, not Wildlife. I review for them as well. Sorry about the confusion. But I review the review for this one is a Bayview, of course. But my question is like, well, more like your question probably. What is a Vipco? And the thing is, it's a company that's based out of the UK. Apparently, they were very prevalent, big time in the 70s and 80s. A lot of exploitation films and stuff that kind of went under the radar. These guys would, make it available. And now I guess Bayview Entertainment has acquired this company, and now a lot of their obscure titles will now be making their way to home video. I don't know if this was one of them. I don't think it was, but there's a look at the back. But that's very interesting, and that kind of opens up their the pathway to bringing more obscure films to physical media, which is what all of us physical media people love to hear, things like that. So also good on Bayview for continuing to progress physical media, at least on their end of things. But yeah, I was trying to see if there's anything else. This is very by the basic information on the film. I don't know if it's because it's like it is considered an obscure film, but like I said, I think it's playing on 4 or 5 different places right now. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can say about it. I feel like I've left. I don't know if I told you it's about 80 minutes, but with a 240:1 aspect ratio. And I didn't open this one because I found it on Tubi. So sometimes it's easier for me to do that because then I got to bring in my player and hook it up to my Blu-ray burner or whatever. I got to hook that up. So it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. But I ended up watching it on Tubi, and I highly recommend you hit up Tubi. You hit up all the different ones, Plex, Screenbox. Support the the horror community on those different platforms because the views on these horror films are unmeasurable. Like I'm sure they get so many visiting so many people, so much traffic to these different sites. But that's my review. Don't go into this thinking this one is a straight up balls to the wall vampire film and you'll be okay. But if you go into this, kind of like, like the documentary type stuff, I'm sure you'll really enjoy this one. I was kind of in the middle on it. I was hoping it would be a little bit more graphic, but on the other hand, I didn't really know what to expect. But I would marginally recommend this one. Pretty fun film. Just one more look at the back before we cut the black here, but make sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about the Gary's Movie Crypt. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, because otherwise, if you don't, you won't find out like when I drop a new video. You'll have to do a search or whatever. But have a happy Thursday. And I'll be back next week, probably up with a poll of the next film that I'll be reviewing. Out of the 4 or 5 that I have left. So I'm going to go from there, and then I'm going to pick the winner, or, if the votes are all in, and by the time I make my thumb for the video, we'll go with whatever you guys choose. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.